Some days are just meant for fun. And today is one of them. Just kick back, enjoy life, shoot the BB gun, fix my wrist rocket, and shoot it too. And there's nothing better than just sitting out here early in the morning, shooting a BB gun, shooting one of the many slingshots I have down here. It's like you gotta have more than one slingshot because one of them always seems to break at just the wrong time. And we just happen to have everything we need to replace them and fix them and keep them working. Like this one here's on its last shot. The other one I just had in my hands is on its last shot. Fortunately, I have a third one. Third time's a charm. Another direct shot down into the first swimming hole. Sitting here in Arizona, looking at the cactus. A couple deer just walked by. I just happened to have my camera close enough. And there they go. Well, good afternoon on this cloudy day. Today I'm going for the 400 foot per second merit badge, I guess you'd call it, or just the badge on the slingshotforum.com. And I'm shooting a Pocket Predator or Taurus with Sumike .45 bands, doubles. And then I've got a cheap pouch that is the wrong pouch for what I want to do, because I want to use 1/4 inch ammo, but the 1/4 inch ammo keeps coming out the hole in the back of this little pouch. So we're going to be using, I can't remember, 3/8 or 7/16. It's not 7/16. It's 8mm or 3/8. I'll look it up and put it in the comments below. Clay balls, because that's the next size up that I have that'll actually stay in this pouch. And if it doesn't pass because it's clay or whatever, that's fine. But we're going to give it a try anyway. And then I had the wrong pouch. I got the right pouch on the Scout, but I figured this other pouch would work. So because the Scout doesn't have a wide enough band clasp area, so I had to double it over. So I'm only getting like 350, 365. You know, not quite good enough. But this one here does okay, and it was pulling over. It was pulling 430, 450 the other day with the with that pouch on it, which is the Super Sure. I mean, let's see. Let me take a look here. It is the Super Sure baby pouch, but of course, you know, I can't use that one because I have different bands on it because I was experimenting. But this one here is the bands I've been using, and they're pulling over 400 almost every time. You know, kind of depends if I, you know, weak out a little bit. Then I've got this release, and it helps me out quite a bit. I'm using my sling that I made. It holds it up and gives me a little bit of wrist brace. I can shoot it open-handed if I want to. Hey, you know what? Error 2. That just means that I got one of them. Just didn't get them both. There's 416. Well, that worked out okay. 416. That's a little low, but these were a different band cut that I used. 1.25 inches on top, but I ended up cutting them down a little bit because I broke a band yesterday. I actually had triples, so I tied these back up into doubles, which I knew was pulling over 400 because the triples didn't pull the 500 like I wanted. It was pulling like 460, 480. Not quite good enough, so I thought, well, I'll just go ahead and try for the 400 foot per second badge instead for right now. And that be that. Broke the pouch. Yeah, the pouch wasn't strong enough. Yeah, that was the problem with this pouch. You know, it wasn't quite good enough from the get-go. So, well, we got 416 on that one. Let's go back down to the 300 foot per second badge. Not what I planned on doing, but hey, you know what? I got the camera rolling. Let's see what we can do. I just happen to have another one. Let's try this one. This Sumike green, Sumike, that Tombo from the forum made. You know, it's got a smaller hole in it. Let's try it with a BB and see if it pulls out the back. Looks like it, I mean, with a 1/4 inch. Have to change my glasses if I can see that, but yeah, it's a 1/4 inch. The 1/4 inch works. Once again, I got it on my sling, so makes it nice and easy. There's a post called All About Lanyards, I do believe, something like that. It has everything on there, and I can't remember who it was that came up with a sling idea like this, but it's really nice. 307. So you can see, depending on what slingshot I got, I mean, this was the first one I was hitting over 300 with. And these bands are lasting really good, and it's got a good pouch on it. Let's pull it a little harder and see what happens. Error 2. Woohoo. Yeah, this is fun. I'm just out here in the desert, Arizona. And got swirls around me, you know. You can't legally shoot at swirls because they are the state flower, not the state tree. I thought it was a state tree for a while, but I'm currently a full-time Arizona resident now. So we bought a house and things are looking good. And so here I am out here in the woods, waiting for the house to close in 2 weeks. And we're just having fun. Error 2, didn't register on that one. .319. Another 1/4 inch. That's all I'm shooting out of this one. Well, at least I get my 300 today, right? I mean, a couple different slingshots. How many different slingshots did it take? 4? I had to downgrade from 400 to 300, but you know what? I'm having fun. Doesn't matter if it's 400 that much, I guess. I mean, I really wanted it. But we'll go for the 300, and then we already did that, so. Error 2. Yeah, I put a lot of shots to that Taurus already today. Didn't register. Check and make sure they're still tied. I've retied these a number of times. The bands keep lasting. But when you're pulling so hard, it does have a tendency to slip out at times. Not registering. I didn't realize this chronograph that I got off of Amazon, a used deal for like half price, was going to be so finicky. But as long as you don't mind waiting, I don't mind shooting. .320. I don't remember if that's 2 or 3. Is that within 5%? I don't know, when you shoot so many shots and you have so many over 300, it's like, well, I guess I'm going to get that one, huh? I'm going to have to buy myself a second Taurus. If I had a slingshot that would take 1.5 inch bands on it, I would have 1.5 inch bands on it, you know? Have to be a natty. And .325. we try one more? I know, you don't want to try another one. It's getting boring, right? So these are 2040 tubes on a SPS, and that's another pouch that I have to use. And, I think these are 8mm, I think. And a super sheer pouch. And another one of the first time I use a release. This is like my favorite pouch right here. It's almost like a blue jean pant on the back, and it's smooth on the inside. It's, you know, maybe I'm shooting them backwards from what most people would be shooting them. But you know what? Because it's so strong and you can grip it so well. I have this on the outside, the light on the outside on this one, where I think the light's supposed to go on the inside, the lighter color. But it's just such a, I mean, you can't even move your fingers. I don't even need a release on this, but being I've never used a release on it, let's see how fast it can go, because I can pull back a lot harder with this. That little hill about 75 yards back. Yeah, 225. The tubes don't shoot as fast. That's one of the reasons I thought I'd get this out, because some people are saying the tubes are just as fast, but no, they're not. .257. That's about max for the SPS with tubes. Yeah, that's about max for this one. Well, you know what? It's a nice slingshot, and it works. I guess I'll call it quits, guys. I mean, I could be out here talking and shooting all day. But the release, from what I've seen, it's really a good thing. And when you're trying to pull a lot of weight, it really gives it to you. Because I haven't had any problem pulling back to get over 400 feet per second, you know, or up to 5. Without any problem at all. It makes it so easy. You know, my only problem is that because I'm stretching so far back, I'm having to refigure my draw length, because, you know, I'm adding 2.5 inches right there, or a little bit more. And so when I'm pulling back to here, I'm just trying to pull my normal, and I can't pull it back any farther than, you know, so I got to be able to keep my hand bent that way when I'm using this. So I won't be able to use the long butterflies, but with the extra amount of weight that you can pull, you just can't go wrong, you know. All right, you guys have a good one.